Hello and welcome to the 139th episode of the But I'm Knitting podcast. My name is Ramona. I'm a knitter from Toronto and welcome to my corner of the crafting world. It's been about a week. I'm doing pretty good on that. I'm really happy with it. Although I am recording a day later than usual. I got home maybe about 5:30 on Sunday and it's just I had a computer to set up for work. So I did all of that. After that, I just picked up some needles. I started knitting until I went to bed, and that was more than enough for the day. So this is Monday for me. It'll be Wednesday when this goes up. So let's get started. I don't have any finished objects. I do have works in progress and one new cast on, and it's so new that I only casted it on today and haven't even, by the time you see this, it will be up on Ravelry. So let's go on with my new cast on. I'm actually even in the middle of a row. So there's a knit along going on the 11 Stitches membership for color work. I didn't want to count my brother's color work hat. So I already knew I was going to do a color work hat, but I wanted to finish one of my other brother's hats first, and I still didn't get around to doing it. And guess what? It's the 14th and February only has 28 days. So I decided, you know what, let's cast on. I haven't made it far. I really just casted it on today, like a couple hours ago while I was taking calls. So here it is. Isn't it lovely? Look at all of that work. Excellent craftsmanship. Excellent craftsmanship. So this is the beginning of the hat and peak hat from Max Sear. So that's as far as I made. It's only about 3 rows into the ribbing. It's a beautiful hat. So the yarn that I'm using for this is Derurum Natura in the Ulysses base. And this one is this color here, this beautiful color, is called Baleen Bleu, which I think means blue whale. I haven't started with any of the other colors, but they are Sauge, Poivre et Sel, not Ciel. And the last color is Caramel. So eventually I will get to those, but I'm only at this point right now. It's all being done in a size... This is a size 3 US. Yes, that's it. For some reason, I kept thinking I'd be using like the same size that I'd be using for the other hats. So, but it didn't occur to me. The other hats I'm making a worsted weight, and this one is Sport, which is not a base I'm that used to working with. So, yeah. I had to pull out my interchangeables for this, and then I don't have a 16-inch interchangeable for this one. I don't know where the cord is. I've got to track it down. Somewhere it is somewhere. I don't know where. Actually, I'm feeling like I should check. Hold on a second. Well, while I'm here, I might as well just start showing off my my next work in progress. This is for my brother's hat. Hold on a second. Let me check this needle though. No, it's not it. Okay, so this is for my youngest brother's hat. Guess what? I'm maybe about a row or 2 away from finally starting the cable pattern. So this is the beginning of the October hat by Sloan Rosenthal. The yarn that I'm using for this one is Derurum Natura in the Cyrano base, and the colorway is called Tempest. So it's going to be a 1-color hat with cables. Nice. It's simple enough for my brother. That's the best way to say it. Yeah, so 1 color, solid. It's just going to have a cable design on it. So this is it so far. I'm actually quite happy with it. 5 inches of ribbing takes a long time. I don't think it matters what weight of yarn is, because this felt like it took forever. Last time you had seen, I was about there, and I managed to get all the way up to there. This was one of the projects I took with me on the weekend when I was at my dad's house, because I'm there like, it feels like it really needs to be done. So I'm getting there. I'm getting there. My next project that I brought with me as a work in progress, it's almost halfway done. I just have a few more rows to do before I put in the toe. This is for my February socks. Let me just get it untangled here. For my February socks in this beautiful color. The pattern for this one is from Mina Phillips, and the pattern is called Times Square. This is from her New York collection from a few years back when she lived there. So I really love it. It is really turning out much better than I thought it would. I said on Friday, all I had to do was like, I was just going to count the rows on the back just to make sure I'm at the right spot, because I'm not certain if I have to do another, it would be another pattern repeat. I'm not certain if I have to do another one or not before I would consider this, you know, time to put in the toe. Still working on that. So the yarn that I'm using for this is from the Knitting Loft in the colorway, why can't I remember the colorway? It's a green one. It starts with, do I have it in here? Did I keep the box? It's called Seafoam. I don't know what happened, but I forgot what it was called. So this is Seafoam. Let me put this back. Don't fall, please. Don't fall. I beg of you. Okay. So the Knitting Loft yarn in the boot space in the colorway Seafoam. Last time you had seen, I was probably maybe about a repeat away or half a repeat away from putting in the heel. So I put in the heel, did majority of the foot. This is probably going to be my priority to get this foot done tonight before I go to bed, so that tomorrow morning I can cast on the second sock, and that will give me 14 days to finish it so I can get it done by the end of the month. So yeah, yay. Next pattern, next project, work in progress. It is my C6 sweater. I'm still working on it, but it's not done. I didn't expect it to be, but I'm probably about a repeat or two off from where I want it to be, but that's okay. Let me get this going in the proper direction. There we go. So here it is so far. Okay, that would help a little bit better. I can't go back much further. I'll knock into things. So I am at the point where I am decreasing to get it down to the right side, the correct size for the, I think I have one more big set of decreases, and then afterwards I'll be what I would consider fully on the sleeve. So, okay, so apparently my niece is trying to escape the basement by following after my aunt. I think it's hilarious. So, ooh, it actually kind of goes nicely with the hat, making me contemplating actually, like, you know, knitting another one of these, but I know that it's close, but it's not exact. We'll have to see. But yeah, that's how far I've reached in this. And while I was at my dad's house, I think it was Saturday night, I was working on it and everything was going good. And all of a sudden I'm knitting and I'm there like, well, I only have one strand of yarn in my hand. The mohair ran out. The mohair ran out and I had to put everything back in the bag and then wait till I got home until I got to wind the third ball of mohair. So apparently I really didn't need it, but I'm starting to look at this now, and no, I think I'm not certain if I'll be okay. Mohair wise, I'll definitely be okay. This is what I have for the rest of the sleeve, and I'm hoping it's enough. And if it's not enough, I will be making a trip earlier than expected to the loft to get another skein of this, because I want this done. I would love to have the body of it done by the end of this month. That gives me 2 weeks, and then afterwards go and do like any kind of additional ribbing and seaming and all of that kind of stuff. Do that. I can save that for like March. Ooh, why did I just zip that up? So yarn can get stuck in there. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so that in March all I have to do is just do pretty much the finishing type of stuff. So that would be like seaming, hem, and then wash and block. That would pretty much be it. You know, ends weaving in and all that kind of stuff. So it's going along quite nicely. I'm at the point where I desperately want to wear it. And I'm already looking into the next project, which surprisingly is not actually going to take as much yarn as I thought it would. Hold on. So let's put these away. And that's everything that I'm working on. I didn't work on my Wool and Honey sweater at all last week. And I think it's honestly mostly due to the fact that I was still, in a sense, getting used to work, and I have other stuff that I want to finish. Hopefully in the month of March, since I won't have as much sweater knitting to be done, if I do it correctly, my plan would be for the month of February. Of course, finish off my February socks, finish off my brother's hat. My hat can go into March, but as long as I've started the color work part, I've started it, then I'm happy. And then afterwards, the Wool and Honey can be my, in a sense, primary sweater for the month of March, so I can get as much of that done as possible. And then March is also the time to swatch for my next hat. Not my next hat. For my next sweater, which is going to be the Rocket Tee by Tanis Lavallee. I looked up on the yardage for it, and according to it, I should be able to get away with this with like 2 skeins of fingering weight and 1 skein of mohair. I'm not quite sure about that. We'll have to see. So, because I'm curious about the mohair, exactly how that's going to work yardage wise. That's the thing that kind of leaves me kind of confused, but we'll have to see. But it's probably going to be one of those things that if I end up needing more mohair, I might just switch it and just put the fingering weight instead. We'll have to see. So let's get on to my new not new cast-ons, I already showed you that. My new acquisitions. So last week, it's really not the entire thing. I just stuffed everything in here. Last week, you heard my woes about going to the post office. So on Monday, when I was finally able to get to the post office, I ended up working an extra hour because I needed help with overtime. So I did the overtime for that. And then that also ended up being the day that it was freezing cold outside. It was really dark, so I had to ask my mom to take me. So she's waiting outside in the car. I'm just going straight. My plan was just to go straight to the, sorry, my nose is itchy. My plan was just to go straight to the post office at the back. And on the way out, grab like, I think it was Band-Aids, because I didn't have any Band-Aids. So I go there, and the guy sees me coming with my slip. He's like, perfect, getting ready to type it in. All of a sudden, his computer decides it doesn't want to work. Yeah, so I ended up spending an extra half an hour waiting for his computer system to finally work. By that point, I'd already gone and bought all the stuff. I window shopped like there was no tomorrow, debated whether or not I was going to buy something else. And it's like, the good thing is that I left with my yarn. That's what made it okay. So let me show you what I got. So I'll show you first what I got from the post office ordeal. I got 2 sets of sock sets. Yeah, that's the term. I was about to call them sock clubs, but they weren't sock clubs. Sock sets from Moonglow yarn. I wanted to get the yarn for quite some time. The problem is getting stuff shipped to Canada sometimes can be an arm and a leg. But I got 2. So I got, we'll start with this one. This one is 11 stitches sock set from Moonglow. So it's literally called 11 stitches sock set. You have to, I think you have to be a member of the 11 stitches membership in order to get it. But I really like it. I think it's pretty. This would have been perfect to cast on for Valentine's Day, and obviously I didn't do that. So I'm gonna keep that. I'm contemplating whether or not I'll switch. No, I don't want to. I was contemplating whether or not I should switch it out for my pink for my yarn for my rainbow yarns for the year. But I really like that tweed one that I got from Dow's. So we'll just save this for another time. So this one is really pretty. Yeah. And then the other one that I got, this one is the Sharktastic Summer Sock Set. So it's this lovely shade of gray. I'm a sucker for a good shade of gray. Plus these lovely rainbow alternate colors. So I have somewhat of an idea as to what I want to do with it, but I haven't fully decided. So I'm actually quite happy with this. I'm definitely going to knit this over the summer. I believe, I'm assuming Crazy Sock Lady, aka Kay, will be doing summer sock camp. And if that's the case, then that's what I'm definitely going to be doing this. So this would be June, July, August. Yeah, because she does it for 3 months. So I would definitely do this sometime in the summer. I really like this. This is really pretty. So that was my other thing to get. And then the next day, well, on that same Monday, I got a notification. Oh, your yarn has crossed the border. I know of 2 other yarns that were supposed to be coming across the border. One of them I know it wasn't ready because I didn't get any notification for it yet. It's dyed to order, so I knew that probably wasn't it. My other one that I got was from Leading Man Fiber Arts. So there it is. This is called Making Waves on their Showstopper base. So this is a 75/25 superwash merino and nylon. I'd gotten their gradient, was it a gradient set? Would it be considered a gradient set? It's called Floral Spell, and it's a mini skein set that I really liked, but I'd never gotten a full skein, but I got one now. Apparently at the beginning of each month, they have a skein of yarn that they dye up. I guess they just release it for that month, and you can get it for a discount. So I decided to do that, and I really, really like this one. I think I'll save this one for the summer as well. This one just looks like lots and lots of fun. Now that I'm actually holding it up there, I'm seeing some purple there that I didn't realize was there. This just looks like oceanic. That's it. It's basically for making waves. Yes, this is definitely wave making. Yeah, I like this. That's going to be another summer one for sure. That is everything for my stash enhancement. Things I have outstanding. I have 2 skeins of yarn because last week I think I ordered. No, I mentioned it before. So I already said the one about Ritz Fiber for sure. I've got another one by Ravenswood Fiber. Is that what it's called? Something like that. I'll make sure I put the name on it. That's supposed to be coming in. I haven't gotten a notification about that one being shipped out yet. And then afterwards, I ordered another bag. Another one from Longview Creations, but it's supposed to be a smaller bag than this. So I'm looking forward to that one. Oh, funny thing is, okay, actually, you know what? Let's just move into what was happening to me for like the past week. So my big thing for the week is I went to my dad's house on Friday. That was a long journey because I left after work. So that meant I left my house at like 5:30ish, going on 6, somewhere in between there. And I made it to my dad's house at about just after 9 o'clock. So it was kind of late. All my siblings were still up and they were happy to see me. And one of my brothers looked at this. He's there like, I thought it was Pokemon when I glanced at it. I'm like, no, just food. Yummy looking food. So he thought the bag was cool. And let's see. And then I went to church with my dad and my brother on Saturday morning because praise and worship team. So we did that. And then when we got home, everybody pretty much took a nap. That's how our Saturday afternoons pretty much are. My siblings and I decided we were going to watch Encanto because we found out my brother has never seen it. He's heard a couple songs. He only knows We Don't Talk About Bruno. So he said, no, we have to watch this movie. I know you're going to love it. So first thing we did, because, okay, number one, I got to make sure. Okay, so I made the first hat I made, the 2-color cable hat for my brother. I washed and blocked it. And I showed it blocked last week, and I gave it to him on Friday, and he loves it. I'm going to make sure I put up a picture of him wearing it. Yeah, in the picture he looked like he was trying hard not to smile, but he's got really deep dimples, so it still looks like he's smiling even though he's trying not to. But it looks really, really good on him, and I'm happy that he likes it. I took pictures of it, and I love the way the pictures turned out. He says he looks like a musician now. Like he wasn't one from like 1 year old when he pulled out the pots and pans and began banging on the drum on the pots and pans anyways. But okay, if he says so. So that on Friday night he made hot chocolate, but he made it with like dark chocolate, like actually taking a dark chocolate bar and like, chopping out the piece and everything made it. It was so good. So he decided he was going to do it again. So we need to go to the grocery store because he needed to get some more of the ingredients. And this time he was going to do it with milk chocolate instead of dark chocolate because my youngest brother is more iffy about stuff that he tries. So my other brother knew that he would take the milk chocolate. So we went to the grocery store. All we were supposed to be doing was buying cream and milk chocolate. We left with nachos, salsa. We got ginger ale. We decided to go to Barburrito and got burritos and french fries for my little sister. Like, it was funny. He's like, well, I'm going to go to the store. You want to come with me? Yeah, sure. My sister's like, I want to come too. So she gets into the car. And then, so we're all dressed and waiting to go. My other brother's like, where are you guys going? We're going to the grocery store. I'm coming too. So basically all four of us pile into the car. Take my dad's car keys. He's like, yoink, bye, see you later. And we all ended up at like the grocery store and getting burritos. So we got that. We got our drinks and everything. We went home. We loaded up Disney Channel. Sorry. We loaded up Disney Plus and we watched Encanto. And we enjoyed it immensely. It was a great time hanging out. After that, they wanted to do watch some anime that I've never heard of. And after watching the little bit that I did, I don't think I ever will want to watch it. It's disturbing, my personal opinion. I have certain things, I got issues with things coming out of orifices that should not be coming out of orifices. So like anything that's like coming out of the eye, creepy. There was this one horror movie poster like years ago that used to show up on the TTC. It's for some movie and I can't remember, but there would always be a hand coming out of the eye. Creepy. Don't like it. Like, and it's hard to avoid the vision when you're on the subway like every day. So for this one now, it's tree branches that were coming out of the eyes. Disturbing. I basically put YouTube on to watch Knitting Podcast while they were watching that. So they went to go watch that, and we had a grand old time. I went home on Sunday. My dad took me to the bus terminal, and from there, jumped on the bus, went to this stop. It's a multi-stop trip home, and I got home, and it was after 5:30, and yeah, didn't feel the energy to do anything. So I just sat down there and I knit, and then I went to bed after I set up my computer for work, because they sent a company computer for work because my computer was refurbished when I got it, and it doesn't like doing the stuff that my work is gonna require. It did it sluggishly, and it would have connection issues, and it doesn't really want to work. And there'd be times where it's supposed to, just rest and maybe sleep, and it would turn itself off completely, sometimes without warning. So I got the work computer. It's working good. I am happy. Well, no, I had issues today, but it was a different thing. It was software that was supposed to be on my computer that wasn't. So we got that all resolved, and I'm all good to go. So that, I believe, is everything. Thinking. Yeah, I believe that is everything. All right. It was nice talking to you today, and well, thank you for spending your crafting time with me, and have a good day. Bye.